Hi, welcome back to another do-it-yourself and how-to video from WaggMore Pet Boutique and Bakery. Today we're going to go a little vegan on you. We're going to do a carrot and applesauce biscuit. Super easy video and how-to. So go grab your four-legged ones if they're not with you already, and let's start the video. Today's ingredients: you'll need ground cinnamon, unsweetened applesauce, rolled oats, flour, and carrot puree. I find it easiest to use the baby food. And then you're going to need your measuring cup, mixing bowl, your choice of cookie cutter. I'm using a multiple press bone to make things go quicker, rolling pin, your board, and gloves if needed. First, we'll start out with the flour, 1 2/3 cup. Put it right in our mixing bowl. Next, 1/4 cup of the rolled oats. Next, 1/2 cup of pureed carrots, baby food. And 3/4 cup of applesauce unsweetened. And final, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. We now have all our ingredients in the mixing bowl, so let's go ahead and get it mixed up well. After a few minutes of mixing, your batter should be pretty consistent and should all stay in one form. If it's a little too sticky, the batter, I would just pour in a little bit more flour and mix it in well. And if it's too dry, I would add in a little bit more applesauce. So I learned very early on with this recipe, flour is your friend. Extra flour, the better. It is a very sticky batter, so there's a very good chance if you don't use enough flour, it's going to stick to the board and be lumpy and be hard to do your cookie presses. And it's also going to be very difficult to not get this all caught up, the batter, on your rolling pin. So apply flour to your pin and extra flour to your board when you're ready to start rolling out. Now that we have our batter rolled out, it almost looks like a pizza dough. Not perfectly round, but close. Again, it doesn't matter what shape it ends up to be, as long as it's flat and level, ready for the cookie cutters to be pressed onto. Another helpful tip is take a plate from the kitchen and pour flour on it. I just use a Tupperware container to put flour in it, because that way it'll be easier to take your cookie cutter, get some flour on the bottom, and apply it. So that way it won't stick on you. It'll come right up from the board. Now that we have our batter all rolled and cookie cuttered out, option for you to make things go a little quicker in the baking process, I usually take a fork and do a poke in the center of each cookie. That way it'll bake faster and you won't get any air bubbles when it bakes. Our cookies are all ready for the oven. We're going to preheat the oven to 375 and we'll put them in. Our oven's preheated to 375 and we're going to give it about 25 to 30 minutes and we'll check up on it. It's been 30 minutes. Our biscuits are hot. I would say about an hour. Let them cool off before you let them be enjoyed by your four-legged ones. At 30 minutes, it's still going to be a little soft, but they're going to be nice and chewy for your four-legged ones. If you want them harder and more crispier, I would preheat the oven again to 375, put them back in, and let them sit either overnight or for a few hours to harden them up. Most important part, the test.